You know what's funny? I don't know why I just thought about this. How Elizabeth kind of told him about himself in this scene. And the only people that did that in this whole play were women.
Why do you think that is?
They're probably just so heartbroken. They just wanted to get it out. And what better time than when he's leaving? It's like, you can't stay there to like, I mean, he still could have had their heads cut off, but.
And that's just it. Like they just have nothing to lose. At the point that they confronted him, they had already lost the things that were
the most
pretty
important.
Anne confronted him and then realized she could lose her life.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elizabeth, he pointed out the daughter. So they do have more to lose. He just keeps pushing. And that's when they cave. He's disgusting.
Yeah. I like the bantering back and forth. It really shows the feistiness of the women. And Richard too, you know, how he snaps back at everything. He's always got something to come back with, and so do the women. I think that he likes those women, honestly, enough to not see them as a threat. And I think he might respect them a little bit. Kind of. I mean, not enough to keep their kids alive or anything like that, but
I don't think he has respect for any women.
No, I don't either. I think he's amused, maybe.
well, there you go, amused.
But amused
That's still
is
a form of respect. I mean, amused is still keeping you alive.
No.
No.
No?
I don't think he feels threatened by them at all. I think he just is like, they're just women and they're there to be used. And the you know how you got to keep some people alive so they can tell your story, almost like that.
I mean, if you go back to the beginning of the play, like he has felt like an outcast for a really long time. And so he's finally coming out ahead. So he is probably pretty amused by that. There's a lot of hurt feelings there.
After Richard enters, it goes right to a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about this, you know, whole time in terms of Richard's treatment by his mother. What strikes you about this, if anything, in regard to how we want to know more about this guy's childhood and how it may have shaped him?
So Duchess, it was like, thou camest on earth to make the earth my hell. And I think that sums up that whole it sums up her feelings towards her son.
Yeah. I thought about that too, Asia, that line.
You're trying to say he's this evil curse upon the world, but what were you to him?
Is he the middle child? Is he like the middle brother, or is he the youngest? What is he in the line?
He was third out of four, right?
Oh,
a middle child, yeah.
Yeah.
Just thinking, is this like the original like middle child syndrome?
Even though she's talking about that, like I don't know that it's a given that she's always felt this way about him. She might just be done with him.
I don't know. She talks about the school days being frightful, desperate, wild, furious, the prime of manhood, daring, bold, and
yeah. Well, now she says this, but I think I can think of a world in which like it wasn't that way, except in retrospect, you know.
Well,
or she's saying it to hurt him.
So there's a possibility that the neglect he felt from her was maybe not this intense, like hatred, as much as being not just the middle child, but like this deformed whatever that made him had to fight harder for attention that maybe he continued not to get. And part of the reason I wonder if that's a possibility is because he doesn't match her tone, you know?
I mean, she didn't have to have him, so that leads me to believe that she had to have love for him somehow. She could have had him, seen that he was deformed, and then killed him. I mean, plenty of people did that. She already had other heirs for the crown. She technically didn't need him, but she kept him anyway.
It's not, maybe it's not so much that he stood out for his deformity as that he faded into the background because of it. All the attention is given to the others who are accomplishing so much. Therefore, I'm determined to be a villain. I will get your attention however I can. right? This is the wrong way to get approval, but you sure got some attention out of it. And I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. I probably am, but I wonder if there's any piece of that there.
He even, like, he almost seems childlike in some of his responses. Like, you're either going to speak national, I'm just going to, you know, drown you out, like, with drums and stuff. Like, that's, like, exactly what a kid would do. And then, and then, like, when she says, let me speak, and he says, do then, but I'll not hear. Like, again, that, like, seems so childlike.
Like a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a kid.
I mean, it's possible that this has always been an adversarial relationship, at least on her end. Is it possible that he wasn't that bad as a kid?
Yeah.
Maybe. Anything's possible.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's possible. He was probably difficult. He probably wasn't, you know what I mean? But again, like, it's that nature nurture argument. You just never know, like, was he nurtured into this behavior, or did he, like, already have some sort of, you know, difficulties, some problems there? And it got worse by the fact that, you know, they didn't have a lot of, like, options back then. Like, you know, now, like, everybody there's a diagnosis for everything and a treatment for everything. And it's just stuff that they didn't know back then.
Been sitting on the table in Freddie's office for months. She's been waiting for that moment.
Just waiting to do that.
Michaela,
Yes.
this is not.
Oh! It's really freaky.
I've been waiting for so long.